What's up guys, Nerdy Newb here and welcome to a special edition video. I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna get judged a lot by my family when I figure out what I just did. We are at the airport right now. We are flying United, so at the airport there's food in the terminals. There's two places here that sell lobster rolls and I haven't had a lobster roll during my trip here. So we're gonna do a comparison video and we're gonna see who makes the better lobster roll. The first contestant is this one, and it's from Legal Seafood. If you guys are from the Boston area, you probably know that restaurant pretty well because I think they have like a bunch of restaurants. The second one is from Stephanie's. Of course, I had to go to a restaurant with the name Stephanie's. Now, both of these, I haven't looked at them, but both of these are very comparable in price point. Legal Seafood was a little bit more expensive. I think the regular price was $29 plus tax. And then in Stephanie's it was $28 plus tax, so it was like $1 difference. They did come with different sides, I think, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what they look like. Okay, we're gonna be a little bit discreet about this because we're in an airport, you know? So here's the Legal Seafood version. This one's been sitting for a few minutes because I bought this first. We're gonna open up this box. It comes with a very nice box. Oh, so just looking at it, we have our lobster. Now that usually comes with scallions and celery, but I said no celery because I don't like celery. If you look at the meat, I'm excited because it actually gives you a lot of claw meat, and I love the claw meat. And then it comes with a side of coleslaw. The brioche bun is lightly toasted. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of mayonnaise. You can see all the lobster meat, which is exciting. First things first, I just took a bite of lobster, and there was a little bit of a fin in it, so that one was kind of not as fun. But the lobster is good. Okay, now Stephanie's was $1 cheaper, but I want to say that it comes with a better side. They had options, and I could pay more for a better side, but instead I just got the free side, which was a salad. Oh. Okay, so this comes with a side salad, coleslaw, that must be a thing, the whole coleslaw thing. Now this meat looks a little bit more shredded, not as full meat as this one. Obviously this looks like they just pulled some claws out and put it on bread. This one looks like it has some lettuce on it, and then it has like chives. Let's try a piece of this lobster meat. That's a big piece. I'll take this one. The sauce they use in that one has some kind of flavoring to it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it kind of takes away from the lobster taste a little bit. Like, I think that the Legal Seafoods one, it kind of had, you could taste the lobster meat a little bit better than on this one. They use some kind of, I don't know if it's sauce or the mayonnaise. It has some kind of flavoring to it. Okay, the truth is though, is we're gonna eat these things and see what these taste like. So we're gonna go with our Legal Seafood lobster roll first. And this brioche is like literally a slice of bread cut in half. It's very well toasted. You can actually taste some of the toasted flavor on the lobster roll when you're eating the lobster. Okay. It's very simple and straightforward. It's lobster with a little bit of mayonnaise, green onions on bread. That's all it is. Very, very simple. Okay. I like that one because you can really taste the lobster flavor. Let's go and try some of this coleslaw. This is a lot chunkier than the coleslaw from Stephanie's, if you can see. This one looks a little bit more seasoned though. This one looks a little bit more basic. It has a lot of green onions though, so I'm excited. I love green onions. That other one looks like it has dill. Okay, let's try this. Okay. I think there's some mustard seeds in this. I like the flavor. Or maybe celery salt. It's not super mayonnaise-y. There's definitely a little bit of mayonnaise to it, but it's not like super creamy like when you get it from like KFC. That one's good. Let's go ahead and try this one. This one came with a salad, so let me try the salad first. It has a nice dressing to it. You know, my sister actually would probably like this dressing. Jennifer, you want to try this dressing? It's like a champagne vinaigrette. Yes, please. How is it? It's a good dressing. It's some kind of vinaigrette. I don't really know. Okay, so let's try this one. Now this one, remember, has the mayonnaise-y sauce that kind of has flavor to it, so we'll see if this one tastes good. They did put lettuce on it though, so they're trying to fill it with a little bit more. There's some kind of something in that mayonnaise that is flavoring the lobster. It's not bad, but it definitely takes away from the lobster flavor. I actually prefer this bread a little bit better. This is a very, I don't know if the other one's a brioche. The other one looked like a sliced piece of bread, like in half, that they didn't shove lobster. This is an actual roll. You can see this is like a brioche roll. Let's go ahead. I like the salad, so this is the free salad it came with. I could have added more money and gotten Parmesan fries or something, but I didn't want to because I just bought 2 lobster rolls and I figured that was excessive. Let's go ahead and try some of their coleslaw. Now their coleslaw looks very dill-ish. Like I can see the dill leaves in it.
This is the general morning call.
This is interesting. It does have a dill flavor. There's peppers in it, like bell peppers. I think there's also some golden raisins in it too. Wow. It's a very interesting coleslaw. It's different than any other coleslaw I've ever had. I don't dislike it. I actually like it. Dill is, I'm kind of hit or miss with dill. So what's my verdict? First of all, they were both good. For look-wise, I would say that I prefer the look of the legal seafood one better. I think it represents more of like a lobster roll when you envision a lobster roll. I think lobster roll-wise, I prefer the lobster from the legal seafood one, but the bread from the Stephanie's one. Overall, with all the sides and everything and the pricing, I think I probably would go with the Stephanie's one, to be honest, because it was $1 cheaper. There's a good amount of lobster. I think there's probably more lobster than the legal seafood one. I wish I didn't flavor their sauce though, because I think that it changes the flavor of the lobster a little bit. But I like that this one comes with a salad, and I actually would like this dill coleslaw. It's interesting. I think I would have to say that Stephanie's wins, which is surprising because I thought legal seafood was definitely going to blow that out of the water. Let's go ahead and let my dad try these and see what he thinks. Okay, so now you have to try a bite of this one.
What is
Salad
this?
dressing is amazing.
Salad dressing?
You have to try a bite of everything. So, try a bite of the lobster roll. Are you just gonna eat the lobster?
Mm-hmm.
It has some kind of flavor to it, right?
What lobster flavor?
Well, it's not like mayonnaise. It's not just plain mayonnaise.
No. Well, that's normally what they have. That's about it. Not too much. They don't put too lot on it.
Well, you gotta try the coleslaw. It's got a dill flavor to it.
Yeah, that's a deal.
Do you like the dill?
It's okay. I like it.
I can't tell what he thought about that one. But let's see what he thinks about this. Okay.
What's this? Sushi? Oh,
No,
sushi?
not sushi. Okay. Now.
Two of these things.
Okay.
Oh, just 2 different places?
Yeah. It was a really small piece of lobster.
They have a different sauce.
Yeah, it's just like a plain mayonnaise, I think. No, they had seasoning in their mayonnaise, so the lobster's not as prominent.
That one is more promising than lobster. This one is not as promising.
Really? Oh.
Wait. Okay. This isn't.
Yeah, you just ate my favorite piece.
I think that one's more lobstery.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe not. Maybe that because that was a bigger piece of lobster. You have another fork? I don't want to use.
This is a new fork. I have another fork in my other box.
So, you have a cold.
I have a cold too. Basic?
It's normal.
Normal, basic.
The other one, don't different.
It is different, right? I've never had a coleslaw like that. Okay, so here's the question. Would you pick the first lobster roll or the second one?
Well, I'm sorry, probably. I'll take the first one.
Oh, and so overall, with even all the stuff that came with the coleslaw and the salad, still pick the first one. I mean, obviously, if you pick the first one for the lobster roll, the first one came with more stuff.
This is, let's hit that one. I picked that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
One, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, see, so we picked the same one. I think, now he said that the first one, or this one, Stephanie's one, has more of a lobster flavor. I think I need to eat it a little bit more to see. The sauce that they have gives it some kind of other flavor. I don't really know what it is, but there you have it. If you guys are flying out of the Boston airport and you have to get a lobster roll, we think that you should go with Stephanie's because I think it's also overall a better deal. Look how much more stuff you get. You get a big salad instead of just a small thing of coleslaw. And the dill coleslaw is actually really good. So there you have it. My sister won't try it because she doesn't eat lobster. So verdict is out. We pick Stephanie's, which is actually like just right there. It's not that far away. A little bit cheaper, gives you more stuff, better lobster flavor according to my dad. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is kind of weird because I'm filming at the airport and everyone's looking at me. But if you like this video, feel free to click the like button below. If you want to see more unboxing videos, go ahead and check out my channel. I have a whole bunch on there and you should subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video. I love food and I would love to do more comparison videos, like food comparison videos. So if you're into that, let me know down below. Don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel and your subscriptions aren't blocked or set to private, you'll make it onto my thank you to subscribers page, which is coming up shortly. Before we go, we must do the video shout out. Let me get my phone first. Okay, today's video shout out, I'm gonna give it to SRR founder Mikio. You get the video shout out. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and always supporting my channel. I truly appreciate it. You have been with me. I'm sorry there's like video playing, but you have been with me forever, like forever. And I just want to say thank you for all of your support. And I want to give you the video shout out. So shout out to you, Mikio. Shout out to you. All right, guys. Happy New Year's, and I will see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye. The best part of filming a comparison video is now we get to eat the lobster rolls. Yes. I actually like this bread better. I thought it was softer, but you don't like soft bread, do you? That's a roll. That's from Stephanie's. There's some kind of flavor to the sauce, the mayonnaise. It's not like a plain mayonnaise.
I feel like this has less mayonnaise.
Really? I mean, I guess actually. I guess.
There's cilantro. You don't like
No.
cilantro.
No, it's onions, green onions, chives. It's chives. But I think they put some kind of seed in their mayonnaise.
The may.
Like maybe a celery seed, celery salt. The legal seafood one was supposed to come with celery, but I said no celery. It's celery and green onions, but so they just did the scallions and not the celery.
This is not onion. This is not onion.
No, that's lettuce. They kind of fill it. This actually does have a really good lobster flavor when you eat it more.
In a sense, right, because it has less mayonnaise on it. I guess I'll compare it into lobster roll for my office here.
You have a lobster roll place in your office?
I'm in a park. This should be my friend's little grocery store.
I'm interested to see what you think of that one because the bread is different. I think they do a buttered.
Roast?
I'm not quite sure, but you can kind of taste the toasted flavor. It's a little bit different. Although I think it takes away from the flavor of the lobster.
This house is 2,000 square feet.
This one seems to have more lobster.
I think it might have a little bit more lobster. They don't put the piece of lettuce to fill it.
Yeah.
But the bread it's like a slice of bread that they cut in half and then split open. So the bottom of the bread looks thicker.
The flavor is different, definitely different.
Of the bread or the lobster? The lobster.
The sauce, the flavor.
Yeah, it's plain, right?
The bread has a toast in it.
Yeah. Which, now do you think that helps the lobster or do you think that makes the lobster? Because when I first took my first bite, it tasted like toasted.
They may hide the lobster.
Why?
Hmm?
We don't want to hide the lobster. You think, oh, not on purpose.
No, but
It just-
the flavor is strong enough.
Yeah. I agree with that. So the bread, it's not bad, but it's so toasted that when you're eating this, you hit a lot of the toasted flavor. You don't get to taste as much as the lobster because of the bread. The bread's so strong with that, which is kind of strange. I forgot to mention that the legal seafood one did come with a bag of chips. It was a small bag of chips, but I guess it is something because you know how Stephanie's came with the salad. So I'm eating the legal seafood one still. The lobster is really good. It's just the bread is so powerful. It just tastes like toasted bread. It's kind of strange. Okay, my dad is gonna guess the price of these lobster rolls. Go ahead.
Actually, 25 bucks for the legal seafood and 23.
This is the legal. This is Stephanie's. So,
Oh, the Stephanie bigger one?
yeah, the bigger container.
Must be about 25 each.
What I can tell you is that the legal seafood was $1 more than the Stephanie's.
How much is it? 30 bucks?
About 28. So you were actually close. 28 and 29. I mean, honestly, we're in the airport, so obviously there's going to be an increase of price. Like, I'm not surprised. Probably if we would have gotten this in a restaurant in Boston, it probably would have costed like around 20 to 25. 20? 17, I guess. You know, airport food is always upcharged, but
How much last time, Jack?
I couldn't remember. I thought it was like 20.
It wasn't cheap, yeah.
It was expensive.
What I always compare against Anchor and Hope. It was not cheap.
The legal seafood, I feel like they can charge $1 more because they're more well known. Like, legal seafood is a more well known restaurant than Stephanie's. I've never even heard of that restaurant except for at the airport. But I did like that Stephanie's came with a salad because, you know, it's a little bit healthier. In legal seafood, you couldn't even choose what you wanted as a side. In Stephanie's, you could choose between, it was a salad, I think fries, I forgot what the free options were, and then you could add like $1 for Parmesan fries or $2 for Brussels sprouts. So there's a little bit more options there for Stephanie's.